You're talking about last week about blurred lines. How sometimes some of your positions are also taking care of someone else's position or some other position or some other project. So the key performance indicators, you need to supply them with the data that they need to know how they're doing as well.
Well, so, yeah, everybody needs to and actually wants to know how they're doing. And
I'm in sales and I'm closing, and I've got 3 prospects I'm working on. And how does that work in the big picture as well?
So, for example, just with a client, was it last week we did this or 2 weeks ago? We brought in, or actually promoted, a person in the organization to a business development role. And like one of the first places I started, or we started with this person, was with positional contract and KPIs. And so there's, fundamentally, I'm going to make this real simple. Fundamentally, okay, you got to work on prospects and leads. The expectation is that you will be able to put in, a minimum, now I'm going to make up the number, but 10 brand new prospects a week. And we'll get to the strategy in a second, right? But 10 a week, okay?
Yep.
And so every week when we coach.
And a prospect is deeper than a lead, right?
So we set the stage for this brand new business development person, and we said, we're looking for you to develop, I'm going to use both terms now, 10 prospects, bona fide people, you can call them leads or prospects, whatever fits with your mentality, right? And they raise their hand after some form of a contact, whether it's our marketing piece or outbound phone call or whatever it is, they raise their hand and they say, I'm interested, I want to know more. When someone raises their hand and says, I'm interested and I want to know more, that in our book drops them into our pipeline.
Yep.
They come into at least the first stage of the pipeline. Interest. Okay? Now, we know there's steps after that. But the one of the measurables for one of the KPIs actually for this new business development person was 10 per week. Now, to be honest, in that particular business, that's not easy. That's stiff. That's stiff. But the positional contract is, in a very big, gross way, the positional contract is business development. Okay, got it. I guess you got to get people to raise their hand. So I go out and I hit my number. I get my 10 per week. Now, as the manager, and we've already done this, but to the credit of the owners of this company, they said, we may have to train this person on how to be more effective.
Using those leads once they get
well, just what does outbound marketing and sales mean? How do I actually engage in an initial conversation with somebody? Because I just want to.
Which is why sometimes sales is the highest turnover in a company. Some of these positions, they hire salespeople, like 10 salespeople a week, and one of them survives.
And it's because they don't train them. They don't say,
these are your numbers, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, you probably might need a little bit of training in business development. So let me just say this. That is a great observation, because we got 5 minutes left. That is a great observation. It's one thing to have a positional contract for an employee. with all the expectations and the measurements and the KPIs that come with that, it's completely a sort of a contrarian thought process that says that you don't have to give that person the training, development, and leadership that they need. Okay, so boy, oh boy, oh boy, I need to put a new column on here. Maybe I can do that. Oh, it's right there under team. Team is our next column, folks. We've got just 2 more steps in leverage, but team is our next column. And one of the first parts of team is strong leadership. And I guess I really, my heart goes sometimes toward the leadership coaching and the leadership training. Because if I can say this, I've been there, done that, and good experiences and bad experiences. Sometimes it's just worth sharing.